The aim of this video is to make this tutorial the best video ever published on how to calculate triangular arbitrage, or ever will be published on how to calculate triangular arbitrage. I really think this is going to clear up a lot of the noise and the confusion for a lot of people, because when you're actually calculating triangular arbitrage, you need to look at both the ask and the bid. Now, if you don't know what triangular arbitrage is, go back and watch the last video that I did, because it just brings it down into plain English and makes it really understandable. And we're going to use the same numbers in this video as we did in the last one. So I think you're going to find this super useful. This is how to calculate triangular arbitrage mathematically with no mess and no noise. Let's get into it. Okay, so like I said, we're going to calculate a triangular arbitrage opportunity. We're going to assume that we own Litecoin in this example. And I'm not going to go faffing around with, okay, let's pretend I own 1,000 Litecoin and then I exchange it here. Then what does that give me? And then there's too many calculations. I'm just going to give you the formula right now. And I'm actually going to show you that there are two different percentage calculations. This is really the important information here. There are two different percentages that you can calculate, what I call the forward and the reverse. So I'm actually going to start with the reverse. Let's assume we own Litecoin, and we're going to start with order book C over here. You'll see that there's three different order books. Now, one thing I want you to pay attention to is how this order book arrangement here is structured. So LTC to BTC means that if I own one Litecoin, it will buy me 0.009 Bitcoin. So that's the direction that it's going. One Litecoin will buy me 6.34 BNB, right? So this is how we need to understand the order books. Now there's three order books, A, B, and C. We're going to calculate the reverse percentage, meaning that we're going to start with order book C. So what I want to do over here is I want to go to equals, and I'm now going to do a little calculation over here. Now, I've got some rules on the right. In other words, if I want what's on the right, take the bid. If I want what's on the left, take 1 divided by the ask. So these are the basic rules that I'm going to follow over here. So I've got Litecoin. What I want is BNB. BNB is on the right-hand side of the bracket. So I'm going to multiply by the bid. Now I want to take my BNB and exchange it for Bitcoin, because that's on order book B, and that's logically the only move I can make, because now I'm holding BNB. So I've got BNB, I want what's on the right, so I'm going to multiply that by the bid once more. Now I've got BTC, so I'm going to go to order book A, because again, logically, this is the only order book I can now go to. So I want to exchange BTC for LTC. Now what I want is on the left-hand side, because I want the LTC. So I'm going to multiply by 1 divided by the ask over here. Now that's giving me a number of 88.8, which is not correct. You need to deduct 1. And wow, this is telling me I'm going to make a loss of 11.2%. Sean, why are you doing a triangular arbitrage video and teaching us how to lose money? Just stick with me. Now we're going to do the forward calculation. So the forward calculation means we're going to start with order book A. Again, we own Litecoin, but we're starting with order book A. Now I've got Litecoin. I want what's on the right, which is BTC. So what I want is on the right, which means to take the bid. And now I've got BTC and I want what's on the left. So I need to take the ask. I'm going to multiply that by 1 divided by the ask over here. And now I'm holding BNB. So now I go to this order book. I've got BNB, and I want to exchange it for what's on the left. So once again, times 1 divided by the ask. And deduct 1, 12.1% arbitrage opportunity. And if you go back and watch the last video we did, you'll see that same 12.1%. So you can see how I've done that calculation here without assuming I'm holding any Litecoin in terms of a number, then having to calculate it and work through it and think through it, and then hope that I've got it correct. This is just a quick and dirty way to get straight to the percentage, but importantly, to calculate two percentages. And I think that's really important, because one of the things, as I've been building the TriScan tool for Crypto Wizards, I've been seeing arbitrage opportunities in running those algorithms on the reverse side, but not the forward side. And I'm thinking, well, I wonder how many other bots out there and algorithms out there are actually looking at both directions in order to calculate an arbitrage opportunity. So this will show you how to do both. Now, another way you can sanity check your workings, i.e. should there be an arbitrage opportunity, is to calculate what I understand and call the parity over here. So Litecoin to BNB should be what? Well, if I think about it, I've got Litecoin to BNB at 6.36, but here I've got Litecoin to BTC and BNB to BTC. So if I take Litecoin and divide it by BNB, that tells me it should be 7.14, 7.138, depending whether you're on the bid or the ask or whatever. That's what the exchange should be inherently given what the other two order books are, but it's not. And that difference is about 10.9%. So yes, there is a significant gap in terms of what the exchange rate is for those two coins. And somewhere in these three order books, there should be a triangular arbitrage opportunity. I hope you found this really interesting. If you got any questions, just shoot them in the comments. I'm happy to answer any questions you may have, but I had to really get my head around this because there is so much noise when it comes to triangular arbitrage, which is why automating it is also such a good idea. But I hope this really just clarifies it for you, how to quick and dirty, calculate a triangular arbitrage opportunity. See you in the next video.